Good effort all the way around. We had a couple really good days. Days of the week kind of fray for me, but we played Monday, so Tuesday was a lighter day, but we did get on the court. They were very good that day. Yesterday in here, really good. And when this team's locked in, the preparation's good, and shoot around, they were very locked in. You can just feel it coming. Well balanced. Obviously, the way the ball moved. Right now we're shooting the ball well, and a lot of it has to do with the ball is moving the right way. Hitting guys on time, on target is a big deal. When you get those right driving kick type shots and those extra pass shots, like they just go in more. It just really does. Like it's a higher percentage shot. And also, I think the basketball gods kind of like look down on you and say, okay, that ball deserves to go in. And, we've seen that with several of these guys.
You guys identify with this matchup? They said that y'all saw on film American was going to help a little more aggressively on those drives. It was an opportunity for y'all to drive and kick more consistently to create open shots, led by Nick, 6 assists.
Yeah, we did. Both of these last two games, we kind of saw that as opportunity. Now with them, they go and deny you, so it's like use your dribble early. I thought Brandon did a good job of that in the first couple of minutes. Like just use your dribble, and then that's going to close them down. That and getting the ball into Lazar early, like that, those things help open those shots up for those other guys. But making those right plays. If teams are going to do that collapse, like finding those right shots, and again, those shots seem to go in more often than not. And but we do drive and kick every single day. Every single day, we just had practice 53, I think, and then you add in the fall workouts and all the summer workouts. Every single day we do drive and kick, some version of it, and seems to be paying off right now.
Just at the end there, double tech you and your brother.
It was only me. Jimmy was not talking to the referee. He was talking to the guy, so he didn't get it to me.
So, just to you, what was it?
Well, to be honest with you, most of it was our guys had kind of like the energy had kind of dipped, and I don't like that. So it was more based on that than anything. Just get our energy back and make sure they know like we're not stopping. Like we're not. I don't care what it was, 19 points or something at that point in time with 2.5. Like we're not stopping, and we can't. Right? Like you guys will bring up all the metrics and stuff. Like we have to continue to play and finish the game out the right way. There's no such thing as garbage time. Like we are playing all the way through, right? And being locked into what we need to do, and hopefully it gives us a little bit of a spark. I'll take it if it gives us that.
Coach, it seemed like they could have thrown the ball up over their shoulder half the time and hit threes. Do you think you guys guarded the three well, or do you think, you know what I mean? Like,
I think we gave them too many opportunities, right? Like we had talked in the first half at halftime, like it wasn't even the 8 made threes, it's that they got 17 of them up, right? If we cut that number down, yeah, they could still shoot 50%, but if we only let them get 10 or 11 and they make 5, okay, well, that's a different game. We did that when we blew the game open. That's what we did. They were not able to get threes off. They ended up getting 14 for the half, but in the second half, but a lot of those were late. Like we didn't let them get threes, and you could see some of the twos they took, like they were not comfortable, and then that got us out in transition.
The Lazar dunk was obviously a fun moment. Do you see him kind of getting that bounce back as he gets fully healthy from dealing with the ankle injury?
I hadn't even thought about the injury. Like, I mean, he's got that to him. We've seen that now a few times. Like, he's got that. We all have that. I was more pleased. Like, the way we sprinted in transition was better. And we had talked about that some. Like, when we get stops, like, we have to sprint the floor. Because even on that play, I think it was Mike. Him and Mike were both sprinting. He just happened to get a little bit ahead of Mike, and he got the dunk because of it. But being able to get out and get those transition baskets are huge for us.
And free throw shooting throughout the year, it's gotten better, but shooting 17 for 18 tonight. What has changed for that free throw shooting to get better?
We're making them. It's not anything like, I don't talk a lot about it with them. We do the same things we do. And the right guy's getting there sometimes, right? Like I've always said this about like, people talk about like, well, this team's a really good free throw shooting team. Yeah, because their highest free throw rate guys are the guys that shoot the highest percentage. So we have 2 guys on our team shooting over 90, right? Like if they were getting there twice as much, we'd be a really good, I guess a good foul shooter. Every team has guys that are really good foul shooters, average foul shooters, mediocre foul shooters, and awful foul shooters. Every team has them. It's just who's getting there and stepping up and making them. But we haven't changed. Like it's not anything we've talked about. We do our free throw shooting in every practice, and we haven't changed anything. It's just repetition. And there is trends, like people have done studies on this. Like the free throw shooting as you go through the season. I think I talked about this after one of these games. Like it goes up. Like free throw shooting percentages across the country go up as you get into games. Well, why is that? Well, guys are now getting into more game reps. Like we can do I have a million free throw shooting games, pressure free throw shooting every day. But the reality is like 10 push-ups on the line or go win the game on the line is a little bit different. And getting them in those moments and getting comfortable there, is good. And it gets contagious, right? Like the other night, we're 1 for 7 at the half because like somebody steps up and misses one, and somebody else misses one, and somebody else, and then all of a sudden it's like, same with the 3-point shooting, right? The ball's going in, so you see it go in for somebody else, it makes that basket a little bigger for you.
Coach, you've got a bunch of experienced transfers, but it feels like 3 of the most consistent dudes are young guys, and Brandon, Nick, and Terrence. Well, what does that say about them, and are you surprised at their growth so quickly at this point in the season?
I'm not surprised because they are serious about what they do. They are very hard workers, and they've just continued like everything that we've thrown at them. Terrence and Brandon, from way back, from April or whatever, the first time we got together with 4 or 5, whoever was here, like it was just a couple of them. They've really bought into the things we're teaching them and telling them. And then they just stay in that gym. And they're serious about not just being in the gym, but getting their treatments, getting in the weight room, film, all those things. They just handle it a certain way. And because of that, they're having the success they are. I mean, it's, but it doesn't surprise me. I have a lot of confidence in those guys. I've had a lot of confidence from day one in those guys. And they continue to take the right steps.
The ball is flying around tonight, 21 assists. Do you think the team did a good job of moving the ball as a team instead of looking for their own individual stuff, or do you think there could still be a little bit more improvement in that area?
No, I was really pleased with that. Really pleased with the way we shared it. The finding guys, making the extra pass. Even like in the first half, so 21 assists, we made 12 threes, right? So we made 26 twos, right? And so you're getting assisted twos. Assisted twos are hard to get, right? That's usually drive and finish or whatever. Like getting assisted twos, and we had that at halftime. I told them that we were 13 for 20 from the field from 2 in the first half. And we had 11 assists, right? So we were getting, and we made 5 threes. So we were getting like assisted twos as well, which is, I think, really shows that ability to share. Because the drive and kicks when they're right there in front of you are a little bit, they're not easy, but they're easier. But yeah, when that ball pops like that and moves like that, okay, pick your poison. All right, you're trying to stop this guy. All right, you're running out of him. Now he's driving and making that extra pass. With 5 weapons on the court.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a couple of plays, like you said, where it looked like there's a drive inside, draw 2 defenders, and you have someone sitting at the block. Looked like Keyshawn a couple of times, sitting right at that 2 spot. Do you think that's something you'll see more? Or do you think that was just more of a game plan thing?
I hope so. I mean, we play it. We don't necessarily go in saying like, all right, we just want to hammer this, right? Sometimes we do, but it's more about, hey, this is what we're looking for. And we had a couple like off ball screens. We had talked about cutting on the baseline because the way they guard the ball screen. We actually missed 2 or 3 of those where we had opportunities to go and probably would have been another basket. So we'll give them those things like, hey, this is what we're trying to look for. These guys, they deny you, but then they're heavy and quick to help. So we talk about like, hey, these are the cuts we're looking for if they help. These are the kickouts we're looking for. And I thought they did a really good job, finding those things.
to that point, I think Niagara 32-20 edge in the paint the other night, and then y'all 48-20
Yep.
edge in the paint tonight. How much of that was a difference in the matchup, and how much of it was a difference in how y'all operated offensively tonight?
It was a difference in us, like, we're not settling, right? Like, we're not settling. And Niagara guarded us a certain way, so it was harder. We did a better job in the second half. First half, we got 9-2, we're 3 for 9 from 2. Like, first off, we get 9 of them, it should be 6 for 9, right? 7 for 9. Like, in a game like that with non-shot blockers. But we talked about with this game, like, they don't have rim protection. So when we get there, we got to go finish. And, they did a good job, again, with them kind of stretched, being able to get in those gaps, and then recognizing, like, if they don't come help, it's one-on-one, like, we should be able to go finish that. We did that a couple times. And then when they do come help, making those kickouts.
What's it like coaching Michael Bell?
It's great. He's awesome. He's awesome. I mean, he just, gives you everything he's got every time, right? Like, and I love versatility, right? Like mixing and matching, and you see it like the subs and this guy's with this guy and that, and he gives you so much versatility in terms of, we haven't done it a ton yet, but like playing small with him, we can do that when you need to. Playing bigger with him, and now you're playing him with some of the bigger wings, and it just gives you a lot of versatility and just a willingness to just go make the right plays and focus on the right things. And that's why he's played well, is because he's been focused on the right things. Winning plays, making those extra effort plays, keeping balls alive, rebounding. He continues to do that, and 5 offensive rebounds tonight is awesome, right? Like, it's game changing in a game where you shoot 57% from the field, right? Like, it's hard to do, but he's capable of doing that every time. Like, I don't know if there's anybody on the schedule that's capable of blocking him out when he really decides to go.
You talk about the team not having enough energy sometimes. How important is the crowd to really boost this energy up?
Yeah, I mean, I just said it on the radio, like, we need people here Monday. Here's what I'm saying. They say that this place is life altering. We have people walking in here that have never been here before, like they should have their lives altered, right? Maybe not in the greatest way, like they should be getting on a bus going like, holy crap, what just happened to me? But, they're walking in opposing uniforms, they've never been here, so let's alter their lives with that crowd, right? But, the one of the keys for us, we just talked about this, I talked to them on July 30th. Our last workout was the 31st. On July 30th, after our workout, I talked to them about running track. I was too slow. But what I do know about track is this. When you run track, you don't slow up before the finish line. You sprint through the finish line, right? You watch the 100-meter dash or 200 meters, and they sprint through, and they hit that finish line, and they're sprinting all the way through. So what we talk about is like, that day in July, the finish line was our last summer workout. We had to sprint through the finish line. We had a great day the next day. I talked to them in there, and I'll talk to them again Saturday about it, is we have to sprint through this non-conference finish line. We're not slowing up. It's not, all right, well, and it gets hard because on the other end of this, guys are going home and all these things, they get a couple days off. But we got to sprint through that finish line. We need our fans to sprint through that finish line with us, right? Like, let's get this thing going. Like, conference play's coming up. We all know what's coming, right? So let's all, everything we do is tailored around what's coming. So this was a 2-day prep to prep for 10 of our 18 A10 games or 2-day preps. Like, so let's prep, right? Let's prep for that A10 conference coming after Christmas. And let's have it like it's a Friday night. Everyone's a little jolly and whatever it is, however they're jolly. But on top of that, like, I just know my household, like, that poor woman's gonna have 3 kids in that house all day. And she wants to get them out, and they're gonna have a ton of energy. So I know other people are dealing with the same thing. So get them out here. Come out, bring your family, bring your kids, get this thing rolling, right? And get ready for conference play. Let's have it like it's a conference play. That buzz should be like it's conference play. And we sprint through that finish line on Monday night.
Anything else, Coach?
Thank you, Phil.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Coach.